The following program is a Nighthawk Network presentation.
Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag.
And now we give you the host of Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent, Coach Vincent.
What up, what up, what up, everybody? I hope everybody having had an awesome day today. Welcome to Straight Sports Talk, man. We have some special guests coming on. We already got them in the waiting room. We have the New England Rebellions, Miss Marlena Dickey. She played offensive guard in DN. And Miss Shayna, I can't pronounce her last name, Argo, something like that. Please forgive me if I said it wrong. Played tight end and linebacker. So come on in, ladies. Let's talk. Let's come on in. Hey, sorry if I chopped your name up.
That's all right.
I got you on some push-ups. So go ahead, tell everybody about yourselves, who y'all play for, what league y'all in, and what made y'all get into playing women's tackle football.
So we both play for the New England Rebellion. We're based out of Townsend, Massachusetts. We play for the AWFL, the American Women's Football League. We actually just signed over to this league for this season, so it is a new season and a new league for us. We were previously with the Women's Football Alliance. That is our bear. I started about 5 years ago. My mom saw a Facebook post and sent it over to me, fully well knowing that all I wanted to do in high school was play football and was told I couldn't.
Right.
So she sent it over to me and was like, here's your chance. So I went over to the tryout and kind of fell in love even more. And now it's essentially my whole personality.
Hey, that's good, Miss Shane.
I just started. This is my second season, so I'm still pretty new. I had no idea that there was women's leagues around. I knew like years ago there was around us, but I didn't know that it still existed. So I had seen an ad for it. And I was like, oh, like I should do that, but I was so nervous. And then one of my friends was like, hey, I'm going. And I was like, all right, we're going to go and we're going to rock this. And I loved it. It's the best group of women. And it's just so fun. I absolutely love everything about our team.
Okay, that's what's up. So y'all was recently in the WFA. What made y'all, transition from there to the AWFL? Because we have the owner and head coach of the Detroit Proud coming up next. So what
So,
made y'all team, switch up and go to the AWFL?
So I'm also on our board of directors for the team. So as a board, you know, they were sending out some stuff in the off season, and we were looking at it, and just some of the things that they were pushing forward for was not aligning with what we wanted our team to do and where we wanted our team to grow. So we looked into either staying, moving to the AWFL, or moving to the WNFC. The AWFL just kind of offered more of what we were looking for. And some of our sister teams, like Connecticut Ambush and the Upstate Lady Predators out of New York, were thinking about doing this as well. So collectively as a group, some of the Northeast teams were like, we're going to step away from the WFA and move over to the AWFL.
Okay. Okay. So you said, your mother gave you an article about football and everything. When you was coming up in high school, what other sport were you playing?
So I got as close to the field as I possibly could without actually playing. I was a cheerleader in high school. Um, so I still got on that sideline, but I was not playing. But it actually came kind of full circle at one point because my cheer captain from high school,
Uh-huh.
I played against her. She played for Maine Mayhem. And so
Okay,
we
yeah, I'm
played
up
against
on them.
each other. So we got a picture together and posted it up. And we asked our fans, we're like, would you believe us if we told you these two cheered together in high school? And we're full pad suited up. Like it was after the game and everything.
Somebody named Miss Vianka.
Bianca.
Bianca. She said she hollering.
Yeah.
She hot. Hey, shout out to
That
you,
is
Bianca. Welcome aboard. Hey, so what about you?
she
Huh?
plays for the Connecticut Ambush.
Oh, she
Her and
does.
I actually, yes, her and I started actually together.
Okay.
We're teammates at heart for life, but come April 11th, we will not be.
Right. Now, what about you, Miss Shana? Since wasn't high school ball, you couldn't play football. So what drove you to want to do women's tackle football? Now, have in mind, you just said, um, um, women's football is not out there like it should be. So, what drove you to come out and play football?
Honestly, so I didn't even know that it was a thing. And back in high school, I wasn't even looking at football. I was a gymnast, and that is all I looked at. But my son has played football for many years now, and my daughter just started playing for her middle school. She started 2 seasons ago as well, and seeing her out there, I was just like, "This is so cool." And then I found about
I was go- I was gonna ask you that.
Her
Seeing
dog.
your younger daughter,
yeah.
following in your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? You know how that feel. You seeing your daughter padded up, or she might be playing flag football. I don't know, but how does it make you feel to see your daughter out there competing at that level?
Honestly, it's one of my favorite things is watching my son and daughter play together. I think it's so cool. They both play tackle football. They both play for their middle school. And I honestly, it's the coolest thing. I am the proudest mom watching them out there.
Wow, that hey,
And I'm the proudest auntie. I go to watch their games too. I love watching her.
that's what's up. So,
We
what?
actually featured her daughter on the team page as well. We have this group called Little Rebels, which we
Okay,
highlight girls playing tackle football. And she was
wow.
probably my favorite to feature, besides Malia, who's our OG Little Rebel.
Well, congratulations to your daughter playing football because to me, I think football makes you a better man and woman because of the competition and stuff. So why is it that women don't get the recognition that they should? Because it's some heck of a football players with on these women's teams. So why they don't get the recognition? Why did the fans and people don't come out and really see what women's football is about? And what is it going to take for people to recognize and to see and invest in the women's tackle football?
So I think because for the majority of the time, it's always been a man's sport.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's how I started watching. I'm a diehard Patriots fan. Like, that's what my daddy grew me up on is Patriots football. But it was always the boys, the boys, the boys. That was a boys' sport, a boys' sport. Now it's starting to revolutionize. There are some great teams out there. There are great people. What we need, I think, is more advertising, obviously, and we do that a lot. I think I was at Applebee's earlier, and I think I talked to every single person at the bar and was like, I play football. You should watch me. you know, but I also think it takes a lot of people like you, just men supporting us doing it.
Yeah.
Um, we're not trying to take it away from them. Okay. Um, so I think more just, and leagues are getting really better about this in like creating deals with brands to advertise us. It's just going to take more. It's one of those things that's going to change and evolve as it changes over the years. And as long as you have people like me, like Shayna, like her daughter, like yourself, keep pushing and to play, it's going to come. It's on that cusp of breaking.
And what about your input on that, Miss Shayna?
I feel the same. I think that we just need the support and really other people pushing us out there and letting people know that women can play tackle football, and it's not just, I mean, it's still going to be male dominated, but we're not trying to take over the NFL. We're just trying to do our own thing, and it's still
Right.
just as cool. And there is a lot of talent. There's a
It
lot of
is.
talented women out there.
It is. It is. And I me and Big Easy, we always show this little video, but YouTube stopped us for showing it. But it's about Toledo Troopers. And Toledo Troopers, they are the 7-time world champions in women's tackle football from 1969, I want to say, to 1977 or something like that. They paved the way for women's tackle football to where y'all at today. I think they're in the Hall of Fame right now. There they go right there. There they go right there. If you ever take this lady, number 48, she ran for over 8,000 yards. Her name is Linda Jefferson. She has over 300 touchdowns. That's Miss Ira Smith. Played defense. You know, these would pave the way for y'all. So when you see
That's like,
something like this, how that make you feel?
well, that's just kind of like the movie they just came out with it a year and a half ago, the Hurricanes, Hurricanes,
Mm-hmm.
about the Houston team. I'll sit and watch that all day. I want to know everything. I want to know all about it. You know, that stuff makes me sentimental. It makes me want to do more and see how far we've come, because they started it for me. We're now doing it for girls like Shayna's daughter. I
Same
have a
stuff.
5-year-old niece who's already told me she's going to play. So like we're paving the way.
That's what about you, Miss Shayna?
Same. I think it's super, like, I'm so excited that we get to be the face of this now and just watch the younger generation grow up and be like, hey, we can play football too. And I think it's more becoming more widely accepted for girls to join now in high school, and start in middle school and then hopefully join up into high school. And hopefully by the time they're further along, they'll be able to continue playing.
Yeah, and it got to be the right people that's investing into women's tackle football and really marketing it the way that they should. You know, because y'all deserve it. Y'all really do. The passion, the dedication. I mean, y'all put it in. I went to a practice. It was in Georgia, and I think it was like almost 100 degrees, and these ladies was running the hill, not even complaining. You get a guy,
Um,
I think.
I complain, but I'm gonna do it. But you're going to hear me, and like kind of that's kind of my thing is I'll be the complainer. That's fine. We'll still do it. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's the dedication and the passion that y'all have. You know, not just to win, but to get better at y'all craft. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So for the rebellions, what's the season like? It's coming up soon. It's coming up
it
fast
is.
too.
It
So
is.
how practice has been, how the turnouts been, what's the mindset with y'all and y'all team and the new players that came on?
I think that this season is looking really well. We start kind of recruiting OTAs. Come see what we're about in September. You know, kind of come see what we're about. Come join. We'll do like drills, little workouts, no pads, no hitting, things like that. You know, we'll all kiki and we'll get lunch after at our favorite place called Bailey's that has the best Cobb salad in the world. But like real practice will start in January. So we've already started. We had practice Wednesday night and we'll have it again Sunday night. Um,
Saturday.
but Sunday.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
whatever day
It's
it
Sunday
is,
this
y'all
week.
better be there.
It's Sunday this week because Cassie is coming. So that's how I know
Okay.
it's
We'll take it.
Sunday. But the numbers have been good. This past Wednesday we had a good amount of numbers, and this Sunday actually looks like we're gonna have about 18 girls, 18 to 20. You know, we have some girls that are working out schedules right now. We try to get our schedules out as soon as possible. But we're always recruiting. Like you can drop into any practice that you want to. It is an open practice to any girl that wants to take a look. I think Shayna and my friend too, CJ, they dropped in and just watched the first practice. But for the new girls, they come in, they meet myself and Red usually first. Red is our president. Um, and we kind of give them just a quick rundown, go over the team, introduce them to coaches, and then Red starts immediately getting sizes for their equipment because we equip all our girls with equipment.
Wow.
You can purchase it or you can lease it from the team. If you want to get your own, you're welcome to do that as well. But we try to make sure that every girl, if she wants to participate in practice and actually give it a go, she is well equipped to do this.
Okay, that's what's up. So, Miss Shannon, you've been this your second year.
Yep.
So how has it been developing and being a part of this football since this is your second year?
So I was super nervous to join because I've never played. I had football knowledge, but I didn't know really anything else. I didn't know how to run a play. I didn't even know what to do when if I'm blocking on the line. And all last season, every time I stepped foot on that field, I forgot everything. So I'm super grateful for the women I was on the field with because they were amazing. They all are amazing. I can say that I am so excited for this season with the group of women we have. I think we have such a great group. I think practices have been awesome, and I think when you have such a cohesive group, it's gonna be a positive season.
So how's the coaching staff? How's that far as developing and teaching the game for the rebellions and getting y'all prepared for this new season and new league y'all in?
We have phenomenal coaches right now who can really explain football to someone who knows nothing and someone who knows everything about football. They're really good at being able to talk at all levels, and I think that's really important when you're getting a broad range of some women have never even played at all, and some have played for many many years, but to be able to break things down and break the drills down and explain that everything has a purpose, but
Right.
explain it on everyone's level, that makes for really wonderful coaching.
That's what's up. And that's what it's all about, having the right coaching staff. It's not about coaching, it's about teaching and developing. And me myself as
Yeah.
a coach, I teach the game doing practice. You know what I'm saying? From agility, everything, you know what I'm saying? So Miss Dickey,
So we do
huh? Go ahead.
we actually some of our weeknight practices, because they're shorter, we actually take a half hour out of them and go sit in a classroom and we do what's called football 101, where for those new girls, our coaches are breaking down a play and exactly why they're doing it that way. Or if they have questions for some of us veterans, like uh, the myself and Kristen are about the same for veteran status, but we have our she's new to us,
Okay.
Allie. She's been playing for 20 something years. She's full
Wow.
of football knowledge. Like, she's amazing,
She's
full of
phenomenal.
football knowledge. And she'll help you if you don't understand how the coach is breaking it down. She's a great person to look at, to be like, she'll tell you how to break it down woman style.
Yep.
This is why it's going this way. But yeah, so we're big advocates of, we can teach you football. We just need your commitment
Effort.
and passion.
Yeah, effort. Yep. That I like to bring her on the show. 20 years.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yep.
amazing. I would have to check with her because she has a very tough job. She does work for the state.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we just
I
put
can most definitely get you contacted, but
yeah.
she's amazing.
Okay.
She is.
So not only you playing football, you are owner of a men's semi-pro team. So how is that?
So I'm not an owner
Okay, well,
technically. It is a 501c3, so it is a board run. I am a board member
okay.
of that team.
Okay, so how is that transitioning from women's tackle football? Now you got to deal with the men because the men got the egos, and
They
how do you
listen.
deal with that?
They all listen. They all listen to me. They know that I play. Uh, they know that I play, so they know exactly that I know what they're dealing with in terms of jerseys, rides, pants, dues, things like that, fundraising. But I will say the Granite State Destroyers are a very respectful team. And as soon as I park for like games or any events, I have at least 3 or 4 of those boys at the back of my Blazer opening the hatch, pulling out everything that they need to practice. So I'm not carrying anything. They say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. They're very respectful in that sense. On the field, yeah, they got some big egos, but I will stand 10 toes down on that field to defend those boys and those egos.
So what's the mindset? I know their season is starting up the same time y'all season start, if I'm not mistaken.
It'll overlap by about 1 or 2 weeks.
1 or 2 weeks.
So they're more summer.
Okay. So what's the mindset of that team? Of the Destroyers. What's their mindset? Of the new season they coming into.
I think the new season, I think this season they're going to have a really great season because last year we had a lot of new kids, new younger talent. I call them my babies because they're way younger than me. So I think this year is going to be a good, fun season. But our season is run. The Destroyer is a naval shipyard, so we kind of keep it nice, strict. Like I said, they yes ma'am, no ma'am, so they run it very strict as well. But we have a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay. So now y'all coming into the AWFL, and the competition is very, very thick. Like I say, I have the Detroit Proud coming in next, right after y'all. What is y'all doing to prepare for this? You know, because both leagues are different, how they run things and do things. So, what are y'all preparing? You know, for each team that y'all coming up against. I don't know who the first game y'all playing against, but what are
Connecticut
y'all
ambush.
doing? The who?
The Connecticut ambush.
Connecticut ambush. Okay, so what are y'all doing to prepare for that game, y'all first game? And I know y'all just started practicing and everything. What are y'all doing to prepare for Connecticut?
So what's really nice is we've played Connecticut before. They were in the WFA with us as well. So it's a lot of watching old film, having our offensive coordinator break down why this play is going to be run at this time. Knowing that our offensive plays are meant to confuse a defense, knowing that, it's 4 quarters too. Red runs our practices. She does our drills for us in the beginning and the end, and she will run a whole 15 minutes. We call it fourth quarter training, and it's nothing but cows. So we want to be able to keep that cardio up. I personally, just kind of keep watching old film, trying to get better myself, training, things like that, checking in with my teammates, making sure they're feeling comfortable. Um, I don't want a repeat of last year where CJ left. She got so nervous and anxious that she headed out. But we're not going to have that this year.
Miss Brianna said my birthday 20.
So Brianna Pratt,
a badass.
Brianna is her and I share the same birthday. I'm 7 hours older than she is. I've known her since the 7th grade, and she was my flyer for cheerleading in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my longest relationship right there.
They say I'm preparing nice jerseys. Oh, she want Miss
her. So her and I do we do a jersey swap every time we play each other.
Wow, that's what's
kind
up.
of tradition for us.
That's what's up. So Miss Shayna, how does it feel putting that uniform on, the helmet, the shoulder pads, and stepping on that field, and now you finna go up against somebody maybe bigger than you, maybe smaller than you? How do you feel when you get on that field?
So before I put everything on, I'm super nervous. But then once I put everything else on and I really lock in, I am determined. It doesn't matter what size they are. If you got it right, you can take anyone down. We just have to stick to our basics, and I'm excited. I think it's the coolest feeling to be on that field and to get to hit people. I think it's so cool.
It is.
I would agree.
It is. now my biggest question right now, in football, whether it be men or women, mental health is big. You know, what do y'all do for y'all players if if a player is struggling mentally or just going through something? What do y'all do for those players? Because everybody go through something. You know what I'm saying? Especially the mental. I have to be me as a coach. I had to put the coaching skill down and be that mentor to that player or players that's going through something. So what is it that y'all do for y'all players that's going through something mentally?
Um, I think just the camaraderie we have. Um, I recently went through a job loss and I was kind of depressed. And Shayna, CJ, Cassia texted me every day, Snapchatted me every single day, just checking in, just hey, how you feeling today? Practice. Hey, how you feeling today? I think if I didn't show up to practice, they would actively know something was really wrong. But um, we want to build a friendship base on this team first. So checking in, going out, grabbing a bite to eat, going out, grabbing a coffee, going working out together, checking in, just hey, like I'm here. And it's not to make sure that you're going to show up to practice. It's to make sure that you're okay because life's hard,
It
especially
is.
right now. Life's hard for
Yeah,
everybody.
it is. It is.
Um, maybe doing something I hope she's not watching, but Lori, one of our teammate Lori, her birthday's Saturday, so like I'm gonna grab cupcakes on Sunday and bring them to practice for her
Happy early birthday from Straight
to like
Sports Talk.
to make sure that she has a good day and knows that she's like appreciated on our team.
No doubt.
I
No
think
doubt.
just checking in, and I know sometimes it can be daunting if you're getting that text like, "Hey, just checking in," but because I've seen that text and been like, "Oh my gosh, why?" But like at the same time, I'm pretty annoying. I'm gonna keep checking in.
For real.
I like that. So what can if people want to find out about yourself and Miss Shayna and the New England Rebellion, how can they find out more about you and the team and the league that y'all in now?
Well, you can be Facebook friends with me. I like just about everybody. But you can find us on Facebook. We post a lot there. Instagram. Um, we're working on reviving the TikTok. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing this year, but we are working on reviving it. We have a website where you can find out our schedule, game locations. If you want to play with us, there's a little form that says, "Hey, I'm interested," and we're really good about responding as soon as possible. But yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. CJ and I are making a very funny TikTok this weekend, and I cannot wait for it.
Me either.
What about you, Miss Shayna? How can they reach out and find out more about you um, and ask questions and stuff like that?
Same ways. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on all social media. Um, I'm also on the board, so I can be reached just like Marina through the Facebook group.
Okay. My producer Big Easy want to ask y'all something.
Of course.
Basically, just want to thank you guys for being on the show. Great conversation, loved it. Also, guys out there, make sure you follow these guys on the
Please, please.
Facebook. Please also follow the Granite State Destroyers, who also have a Facebook page. Check
Yes, we
those
do.
guys out. Yeah, if you guys have anything that you want to send us in terms of information, upcoming
Yeah,
games, clips, anything like that, please be sure to reach out to Coach B and do that.
yeah,
We will
Of
yeah.
course.
advertise
Please
it on the
do.
show for you guys because, again, this is a platform for development in football and women's tackle football, and we
Yeah,
definitely want to help to continue to promote the sport and get it to the
no
point to where one day I turn on ABC and there it is, you guys playing football on a nice
no
Saturday
doubt,
evening.
no doubt,
Hell yeah.
That
no
would be
doubt,
awesome.
no doubt. Like in the go off of what Big Easy said. Anything that y'all need advertising, feel free to put it on my page or put it on the
Of course. Thank
Nighthawk
you.
Network page and everything. Because this is what this platform is about: women's tackle football and promoting it. Because y'all deserve it, man. Because
Thank
y'all
you.
commitment, y'all dedication, y'all passion. I coached women's tackle football before, so I know. I coached women's flag football, so I know. I know. I've been there and done that with them. And listen, y'all deserve greatness, man.
Thank
So
you.
I wish the New England Rebellions all the success in the 2026 season, injury free. Welcome to the AWFL, um,
Thank
and
you.
congratulations on the upcoming season. And I wish y'all all the success. Thank y'all for coming on Straight Sports Talk, where y'all have a home here. You're welcome anytime to come on Straight Sports Talk. Right now, I got y'all competitive in the weight right now. I can
Thank
hear,
you
I
so
can hear.
much.
Thank you for
I can
having
hear.
us.
No doubt,
Thank
y'all
you
will
so much for
always.
having us and being a supporter because
I'm a
honestly,
big
we do need
supporter.
men like you to support
I'm
us and
a
help get that
big
word out.
supporter. I am a big. I started off. I started off doing this just for women only because they don't get the recognition that they deserve. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. And for me to do this is an honor and a pleasure because I want to see y'all recognize. I want to see y'all on TV, like Big Easy say on ABC and all that, because the competition is there, but
It is.
it. People need to see it, and I'm gonna make sure they see it. I'm gonna make
Thank
sure.
you. It is
Thank
truly
Thank
you.
y'all.
appreciated.
Thank y'all for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Thank you.
Again, shout out to the New England Rebellions 2026 season in AWFL. Thank you for coming on Straight Sports Talk.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
No
you.
doubt. No doubt. Y'all have a good night.
You
That
as
was
well.
the
Thank
New
you.
England Rebellions. Hey, hey, y'all, listen, y'all reach out to them. Find out more about the New England Rebellions. Miss Shayna, Miss Marlena. Um, Miss Dick. If I pronounce your name wrong, please forgive me. But these some awesome ladies here that play tackle football. Also look out for the Granite State Destroyers as well. Me and semi-pro team as well. I'm gonna probably get some of them on my show as well. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. Coming up next, we got my man, Coach Vitale for the Detroit Proud. We have his guest, Miss Artavia and Miss Marlena, Miss Lele. Oh, she ain't where she at? Miss Lele at? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can't hear you, Coach. Can you hear me? All right, go out and come back in. By the time he come back in, Miss OG, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Welcome to Straight Sports Talk. So tell everybody about yourself, your position you play, how long you been playing.
I've been. This will be my 21st season playing women's tackle football. Fourth with the Prowl. I played in Pittsburgh, Toledo. The couple of the Detroit teams. I play O line, D line, a little bit of tight end. Wherever they need me, I'll go.
So how is it like? You've been around 21 years. You done seen it all. The level of women's tackle football now to back when you started, how is it now?
I mean, like back when I started, it was like gritty. Some of us didn't really know like the game, and so we just had to learn it as we went. And as the women are progressing and more exposed to tackle football, it's been getting better. Some of the girls have been playing on teams like high school, and some have played in college level with men, so they have the abilities to do that. Back when I was coming up, you was either just playing in the backyard with your cousins or brothers, but now they're at a level where you can actually compete with the boys and just be able to put yourself out there at another level than it was available to women now. And then with flag coming, it gets women exposed at a younger age and able to know the game better than coming in just getting thrown in and hey, go play linebacker. Then they looking like what's linebacker, but being able to go through flag and being able to play with the boys, they learn the positions a little bit better and know the game than just being thrown out there like, hey, go catch this ball.
No doubt, no doubt. You right about that. Hey, Coach Vitel, how you doing, sir?
I am fantastic, Vince. How are you? Where's Easy out? Where's he at?
Big Easy. There you
What
Easy.
go.
up,
There you
Coach?
go.
What's
What,
happening, man?
what's going on, guys?
Always good to have you
Hey, you
on,
can stay
sir.
on, Big Easy. You can stay on, man.
All right.
Stay on.
Great
Yeah,
to have
so
you guys in my phone on a Friday night.
yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to have y'all. We just did a show. We had the New England Rebellions.
Yeah, yeah.
They just came over. They coming to y'all league now from the WFA,
Uh huh.
and they look hungry. They look ready to compete. So when you seeing transitions like that,
Hmm.
teams switching leagues and stuff like that, like just coming to y'all league, how that make y'all feel, and what it shows to other leagues, the growth of the AWFL.
Listen, the competition's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better every year. It's great to have established teams coming over. They've done some things. That whole area of the country has been nothing but fantastic
Yeah,
football.
yeah,
Especially for women's football. Um, but it's another year. It's another time for us to turn the page and get ourselves ready for the 2026 season. I mean, you're talking to Grizz right now. Milena is coming on in a little bit here. Hopefully, she'll be joining us in a few.
okay,
We've brought a whole bunch of veterans back, and Grizz will tell you this team is 180-degree difference than it was last year. We're counting out numbers right now, and our first practice we had 44 there. So the numbers are there. We're building, and we're going to continue to build as strong as we can. We have a brand new coaching staff again. Um, Got myself as the quarterback coach, but Darren Keskis has come on. I told you guys that Tony Blankenship has become a part of our team again.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
consultant, which is fantastic. He's gonna once he gets done with his off season conditioning, he'll be over a little bit. But we've got a whole bunch of head coaches that are now position coaches. So we've got
wow,
enough. Yeah, we're looking at 12 to 14 coaches right now. So from 3 last year to 14. What we're doing is we're trying to provide the best coaching, the best teaching we possibly can for the Detroit Prowl for 2026.
wow. So Miss Octavia, you, like I said, you've been around for 21 years now. The new system that's coming around with the Detroit Proud now from last year, is everybody buying into it?
Yeah, everybody's buying into it. Just seeing the changes, everybody's like on a different level as far as like ready to go. Having minimal coaches last year, a lot of girls had questions, but now we're taking the time to be able to talk to an actual coach without having to stop like everything in practice. So it's just a different level. Everybody's cohesive, and we've only had a couple weeks of practice, and it's just different as far as just having everybody on the same level. And the rookies that are coming in, they're buying into the program, and they can see that uh, there's just it's just a different vibe. It's just excitement, ready to go. Everybody's just ready to hit the ball, and it's just a different pace.
Man, I was supposed to come to one of y'all practices. I think it was last Friday or something. Yeah, last Friday I was supposed to come to y'all practice. Um, so now you got the 2026 season coming up now. Um, you got the team lined up, everybody. So now the conditioning and where's everybody at with the conditioning and everything?
Come on now. Every football coach in America is going to tell you our team needs to be way more conditioned than they are, and that's the same thing here. They're getting there. You got a whole bunch of veterans that are coming in that you're going to want to pace in pretty easily and not force them in really quickly. And then you got rookies that you got to kind of catch up. And not necessarily just get them in shape right now, but get them prepped for the season, and then the pounding they're going to take through the season. That's, everybody, well, we want to get you in shape as quick as possible. No, I mean, you got to make sure that they're ready for the end of the season. You'd like to be playing at the end of July, but you don't need people worn out, broke down, and trying to do something they can't do because they're not physically
Facts.
able to right now. That's an
Facts.
impossibility. You don't want that at all. So we'll get them as close to in shape as possible, and by April 11th we'll have them in game shape, and then by the end of July, we'll have them in championship game shape.
So what is it like when y'all have y'all tryouts? I remember you invited me to one of the tryouts, and I
Yep.
couldn't make it. I think we had a game or something.
Yeah.
Um, what is it like when somebody come to a tryout and they don't cut it? What do y'all do? Because I want to say it right, but I don't want to say it wrong
Just
because
say it.
a lot of tryouts be going on, but yet a lot of teams or say owners, it's about the money. The
Oh,
more people they get in, the more money they can conceive for the team. But then that player, you know, get heartbroken because he or she didn't get a chance to get looked at like they should have.
Vince, I'm going to disagree with you on that point. It's not about just the money, but this is about this league, the AWFL, but specifically the Detroit Prowl. We're not going to turn anyone away, and the reason is not money. It has everything to do with teaching a willing learner football. Now they come, they play, they pay their fee, they get their jerseys, and then they practice, and then they'll get on the field as they're trained to, as they can. But the
Facts.
fact of the matter is they want to learn football.
Facts.
You don't have 6, 7, 8-year-old girls going to football camps and being taught football. That's what the Detroit Prowl is doing. And I told you the last couple of visits we've had, that's where we're trying to get to with our camps and with our girls' camps is getting these young women and these young girls that are wanting to learn how to play football, that are wanting to learn how to try to learn flag football. Grizz will tell you my quarterback group right now is 9 deep. I have
But
9 quarterbacks.
hey,
3
that's
will
unheard of.
listen.
Right.
4 will be able to play this year. The rest of them are younger girls and boys that want to learn quarterbacking. That's what we're doing.
That's wow. That's amazing.
The one of the biggest things that we did this year with in adding these coaches is Coach Des Spivey is back. Des played with us in year 1, and she went on to do some other things, and she called about 2 or 3 months ago and asked if we would have a position for her to coach, and I'm like, hell yes, get back here. You got a veteran who's been around for quite a few years, all
Hmm.
star. Get her in so she can listen. She's going to relate to the women far better than I am, and with her experience, much like OG right there, their experience helps our coaching staff.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It connects,
Yeah.
and that's what we're trying to provide. Look,
Yeah.
we'd love to play championship football every week. Don't get me wrong. That's what we'd like to do. But we also have to teach the next generation of women's tackle football players how to play football. Flag is great. Every football coach loves flag. Every tackle football coach loves 7-on-7s. Absolutely. Somebody's got to learn how to tackle.
Got to learn how to
Somebody's got to learn how
tackle.
to block,
That's
and
right.
that's what we're doing. And
That's
if you're a 43-year-old woman, 45-year-old, or 50-year-old woman wanting to come out and learn how to play football, bring it.
hey, you just put you
Come
just,
help
hey,
us out.
you just put Miss Otavia on blast.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Mm.
She's already here with
Right,
20 years experience now.
my birthday in a couple weeks, so
All right. Hey, welcome to the show, Miss Lele. Could you
There she
introduce
is.
yourself introduce yourself, tell everybody what position you play in the team you playing for.
How y'all doing? My real name is Melena Stromal. I go by Lele, aka Big Lay. I wear jersey 27. I play for Detroit Proud.
Okay. One of my little mini me play for y'all.
My
Um,
twin.
yeah, I've been trying to get you for a minute.
I know. I'll be so busy. I'm here
I
at work
know.
now.
How's Rolanda doing?
She doing good. I take her to the gym with me and stuff like that. We work out, we ride together to practice. She actually is the one who introduced me to football. She had been before I started playing 6 years ago. She had been trying to get me to play for like 5 years, and I finally decided to play. I called her up like, "Hey, what's up with that football stuff?" And she was like, "Come on, right on over here to practice." And ever since then, I got addicted to it.
Yeah, I think I met you at a game too. Yeah, I did. I think I met you at a game too. So, hey, coach,
Yes, sir.
with the women, why is it? And I ask you this all the time, and I want y'all opinion on this as well. Why is it women is not getting the recognition that they deserve? And there's some hell of a football players that play football. Why y'all don't get the recognition that y'all deserve?
It's coming. It's coming. There's things that are brewing. There's look, there's a lot that has to go on. Look what had to happen for women's basketball to come around. I
Yeah,
mean, the NBA hopped on and gathered them in, and it took them 22 years to start getting some major recognition.
yeah,
Everybody forgets that the WNBA did itself a great service by attaching to the NBA and their television contract. Let that happen. Just let it happen naturally. You're talking about women's football, women's tackle football, that the modern era is only 25 years old right now. But women have been playing basketball since the 1900s. Okay, so you get 100 years of basketball before women start getting on TV.
yeah,
Huge difference, man. It's huge. It's coming.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
the right business moves, the right business partners. The upside to these leagues and to women's football is huge, huge. Some of these women are just getting a taste of NIL stuff right now. Wait, wait till somebody turns it on, like some of these basketball players have.
yeah. I agree.
Wait.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Miss Octavia, what is it like? You the veteran of the team, and you seeing these young players coming in. What advice do you give to them? When they get to struggling and be like, I want to quit. I don't want to do this no more. What advice do you give them?
Um, I just got to tell them to keep going. It's a hurdle that you got to get over. It's a learning curve, especially coming in and not knowing the game at all. It's just like, well, why do we do this? Why don't we do that? Or what? There's a lot of why or how or just a lot of questions about what it is instead of like with boys, they just do it. Like you can tell the boys to go run into the wall and they'll run into the wall and then they'll just do it in a game. But with women, you got to ask them questions. So you answer their questions and try to lead them down the right path. And just like once they get it to click, then they're like, oh, it's just, you just got to tell them like, it's going to come, it's going to come, especially with the rookies that are, doing like specialties like receiving or quarterbacks or safety and stuff like that. They might get those long passes on them, but in practice and stuff. But in that game, it was like, well, this happened in practice, and then it just clicks. So you just try to keep them like, just hey, just hang on, just hold on. Your time will come. Your time will come. And when it finally happens, then you see it. Like with Lele, she played for another team. We played against them, and when she came over to the crowd, I'm like, hey, like I've talked to her, like, hey, da 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 da, this is what we're gonna do. And then she was like, well, I'm used to this, and I'm like, hey, just give it a chance, give it a chance. And like she's still here, and it's just she see. I'm pretty sure you asked her, she could probably see the difference in like especially just like the blocking schemes and stuff like that. Like, well, I was used to doing this, and then she like comes over and I'm like, hey, just do this or whatever. So like Lele being newer to football and stuff like that, she could like just tell you like, hey, like sometimes I don't see it, but you just gotta have somebody buy into the program, and that's the biggest thing. Just have them buy into the program. Like, hey, it's gonna come, and it's a lot of times where you see the rookies that you see the potential, and then they be like, no, I'm cool or whatever. But then you got the ones that just be like, all right, my time is gonna come, and then they see that road, and then they just keep going, and it's just like, all right, and then you see them like and then it's just like, uh, I guess for like a better word, like a high when they get that long run or that
Yeah,
long pass, or they get to go hit that girl and blow them up like whoo, like you see the excitement in that like that sparkle in their eye. So it's just like, hey, you might like, especially with the girls that aren't used to hitting, like that's the
like
biggest thing.
like yourself.
Like,
Like I see you got that. You laid that girl out there in that picture,
yeah,
and you looking down
yeah,
on her like, "Don't try that no more."
yeah. So like a lot of the girls, they'll get hit in practice, and then they be like, oh, shoot, I don't think I want to do that no more. But then they feel that like they understand how that feels. So then when they do it in a game, you like see them and be like, oh shoot, she got it, she got it. So then it's just like they just go out there and then they the ones hitting the walls and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm ready for this or whatever. So it's just like just keeping them hooked on and just not letting them like get away or whatever. So it's just it's more of timing for the women or whatever, just that learning curve for real.
Right. And what you have to say about that, Miss Lele?
Well, I would say from my experience, when I first started playing, I played for the Michigan Queens.
Right,
So I
right,
came into the game just thinking like, okay, all I gotta do is run the ball. I'm thinking in my head like I'm fast, ain't nobody gonna be able to touch me. But it's not like that for real. It's even though I'm faster than most players, it's still ways where you could still get caught. So when I took my first hit, I kind of looked on the sideline at the coach like, I don't think I want this. I'm a basketball player. I didn't like that. But then it made me angry. Like, dang, why she just hit me like that? I'm finna go hit her back and no consequences. So that's the type of things that I tell people, like the new players, like, whatever type of anger you got that you holding on to, or whatever type of thing that you're going to, make this your safe place to get on the field and let that out on the field.
yeah,
You feel me? And then I tell them like, even though we going against these girls from a different state or that's around the corner, things like that, make friends with them because you can still learn things from them. And even though we probably just beat on them like rag dolls, you still can learn something from them.
facts.
Most new players come to this game and they hear that sound of the equipment colliding to each other and they like, oh no, no, no. And I always tell people that sound might be loud, but sometimes depending on the impact, that might not have done nothing for real.
Facts. Facts.
So I always tell them like if you feel discouraged or if you feel like nervous or something like that, or you feel like this ain't something for you, I say still try and keep doing it because you still might find a position or find something that's more for you. Just keep doing it. Ask much questions as you want. I still have questions. Like OG said, when I came on to the Proud team, I was the running back that was just, oh, I'm just gonna run. And the first person that pop up, I'm just gonna run into him. No, they was teaching me you gotta make the first person miss, you gotta do this, follow your blocks. Me, you at first you had me go through that middle. I see some big people coming. Oh no, I'm popping out. I'm going out. But you had to stick with the plan. You gotta trust your teammates.
Right.
You still might get hit, but you might not get hit as hard if you follow your teammates and trust your line, trust your blockers and things like that. It can get hard. It's definitely gonna be games where it's like, dang, they just won't stop, or
Yeah.
we just gonna keep going. So you don't get discouraged. You just gotta keep working. It's a hard game.
No
You just
doubt.
gotta keep working.
Got to keep working. Hey, coach. So you hear all this? How that make you feel, man?
You know, last time I was on your show, you and Easy both asked me or both said about my energy and you know how passionate I am about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Now
sir.
do you understand? Now do you understand what these what
Yeah, they
why
right
I'm
here. Yeah,
passionate?
yeah.
Why I'm fired up?
Mm-hmm.
It's women like OG, it's women like Lele. It's women like the rookies who've never played. Guys, we're gonna be going over to Chatham, Ontario.
Wow.
It I'm telling you, women are fired up about football. Rookies that are showing up that have never played are ecstatic about being a part of this. They're fired up about, and then when you know, you could have a rough day as a coach. You go walking on that field, and all of a sudden,
It's
you
different.
know, you guys know the
Yeah,
juices start going again. That
yeah,
motivation starts hitting you again. And then you see
yeah.
them helmets and you see them shoulder pads, and you start see them cones, you see the footballs. You know, you're roughing up the footballs, man. You're getting them set and ready to play. And then these women come out there with their attitude of learning and of making themselves better. And you can't help but be fired up
Be
when you got
fired up.
OG helping, you got Lele there helping,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start performing. And then these rookies see that and they start feeding off this energy. Man, our first four practices have been nothing but fired up. And then I got to tell you the secret. At the end of practice, we do something called the gauntlet. Now, look
Break
at
it
both
up,
of their
coach.
faces right now. Okay. What you don't realize is one of them small football fields like we get that we have to practice
Got
on,
a little
they
technical difficulty.
they end up running through this. It's called a gauntlet, and it is literally almost a half a mile the way we have it set up now running.
Mm,
Agilities,
mm.
hurdles, ladders, cones, moving, and we do it at the end of practice. Started with 2, we went to 4 this past week. Yeah, they're going to be in shape, but it's drill shape. It's football shape. It's
Yeah,
not just running in sprints.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
Big, huge difference.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is. And being a coach, um, that's the first thing I do when I walk on that field. Whatever I done been through that day, I done forgot about it because I'm on this field now. And I get
You
to
know what
see
it's
these
about.
young men, and and for me to take it, I have to bring this up. I coached the Midwestern Bulldogs arena football team. They were 1-6 last year. They didn't even have a coach. I coached them this year, and we went all the way to the national championship and won it.
There you go.
And won it. And the team that beat us the first game, 28-6, we beat them 24-0 in the championship. It's the turnaround. It's how you what the players buy in what the coaches give. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Vitale, man, you and your coaching staff, y'all are doing an amazing, amazing job. I wish I could have got down there to y'all practice, man. And video y'all practice, man. But I had the team meetings and
You got to do
stuff
what you got
like
to do.
that, man.
Listen,
No,
you come to practice any day you want.
yeah,
Any
I plan
you
on it.
just bring them on over.
I plan on it. So what's now? What's now? Your season coming up real fast. You know, how the crowd looking right now?
It is it's the early stages of practice. You know, we have we have some really good athletes. We have some very good athletes. We have some very smart athletes, and that's huge. You know, you can be a great athlete and not be able to pull up or think the way your coaching staff wants you to think.
Facts, facts.
And if you can't do that and you can't catch up, you know, you're going to be a part of the team, but you're not going to be contributing. And that's what's huge right now. We
Yeah,
have rookies that will be contributing.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So look, how can people find out more about you, Coach Vitale? you Miss Otavia, and you Miss Lele, how can they find out more about y'all and the Detroit Proud?
You guys go ahead and give me your stuff first, and I'll do the team stuff.
Either one.
Um, I'm just Octavia Griswold on Facebook, uh, Instagram. I can't remember. I'm so socially. I'm usually just on Facebook for real, but I do have Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But I don't remember my names on there, so I apologize for that. But
That's okay.
just basically on Facebook, uh, I'm just Octavia Griswold.
Okay. Miss Melina.
Um, I'm pretty much on all three platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Um, on Facebook, you can find me at my first and last name, Melena Stromal. Um, my TikTok, you can find me also on there is Melena Stromal. Also on Instagram, I do my own highlight tapes. I do have some on YouTube. You can look me up at on YouTube. You can just type in Detroit Proud, or you can type in Lele number 27. I got some highlights on there from when I was with the Michigan Queens, and I got some highlights with the Proud from the last 4 seasons that I played with them. Um, I got some. You can look me up. I play for the AFE as well. Played in Mexico with them, and we won the championship there. So you can look up. You can look me up pretty much anywhere and see
Okay.
some video and some content on me. I will warn everybody. I dance a lot, so you might be on my TikTok and catch me on there
Worker.
dancing. so so yeah, you can find me on all three platforms, and I reply to everybody. Anybody that want to ask me some questions or want to check us out, want to come sit in our practice or whatever. Only if you ain't playing against us. But if you thinking about
Hey,
playing and want to come join the team or just see what we working with, how it goes and everything, you can just hit me up. Hit Vitaly up, and you know I reply to everybody. I'm open arms with any type of conversation with anybody.
that's what's up. Appreciate you. Coach.
You can go ahead and get Detroit Prowl on Facebook. All right. And then, of course, www.detroitprowl.com on the website. That's being added to on a daily basis, being updated right now. So hang loose. But you want to get in touch with us, get us on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Find me, message me how you want. I'm on Facebook also. Just feel free to hit us up. And then, of course, you want more information, email us, okay? You can email me at mvitali@detroitprowl.com. Get whatever information you want, we will give you. In fact, if you
Okay.
want to come watch us practice,
Oh, I plan
just
on
let
it.
us know.
I
Just let
plan on
us know you're coming to check it out because we don't have open practices per se.
it.
Okay,
Okay.
we do watch who's watching us and who's filming and who's doing stuff. So it's not a closed practice, but it's kind of closed.
Okay. I would definitely let you know when I'm coming through because
Absolutely.
I'm a big supporter of the Detroit Proud, and I'm a very big supporter of women's tackle football. So I appreciate y'all coming on. You're always welcome to come on Straight Sports Talk, man. Coach Vitel, what I'm gonna give you a show all day for when we come on, cause you have a lot to talk about, man. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? And me and Big
Easy.
Easy talked about
Easy
that.
knows.
Yeah, we talked about me and Big Easy talked about that a couple of weeks ago, man.
Yep.
Because you have a lot of information, not only for the Proud but for women's football as a whole.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, what it boiled down to, coach, is like, you know how some people be like, okay, well, he's a comics comic or he's an actor's actor. You're a coach's coach,
Yeah,
coach.
yeah. Facts,
Well,
facts,
that's thank you. Very flattering. Thank you very much.
facts.
Facts.
Yeah, and like I say, man, I appreciate y'all coming on. You're always welcome to come on Straight Sports Talk. I wish y'all all the success in the 2026 season. Everybody, the Detroit Proud. Welcome.
Go proud, y'all.
Detroit
Go
Proud.
proud.
Easy, Vince. Thank you for this opportunity, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Anything you guys need, just give us a call.
We still want our shirts now. We ain't forgot about that. And
Yes,
we ain't
sir.
forgot. We ain't forgot.
We
Yes,
we got
sir.
we got you covered, buddy. Thank you
All
so
right,
much,
y'all.
guys.
Hey, look, y'all have a good weekend. Be safe and go proud.
Go proud.
No
No
problem.
doubt. No doubt.
Thank you.
Hey, that was the Detroit proud. Oh, you want to say something else? Go ahead.
No, no, no. Thank you so much, man. Just waving by.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, y'all have a good night and have a good weekend. That was the Detroit Proud Women's Tackle Football out of the AWFL, which is come check them out, man. You know, they're a good team, man. Good vibe. Coaching staff is amazing. I will be going down there to partake in one of their practices because they have been inviting me. It's just been crossing with my with the Midwestern Bulldogs. Since we don't have no more games, we done for the season, you know. So I'm gonna focus way more now um, on women's tackle football now. So up next is did he come in? I saw him come in, Big Easy.
Here we go.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Straight Sports Talk, Mr. Paris Talbot. We have Mr. Paris Talbot, the commissioner of the EFL.
How you
Floor
doing,
is
sir?
yours, sir.
All right. Thank you for having me on the show. I know there's a lot going on with the EFL and everything starting up for next upcoming season.
Okay, so tell everybody about the the EFL is coming out in 2027. Tell the people more about the EAFL and what to expect from this league.
Um, well, what you're going to expect from this league is greatness. We're going to come out with straight fire. It's going to be a little different. With the rules and the players and the teams that are coming in. I don't have everything just yet, but I'll be working closely with everybody, players, coaches, owners. Again, my job is to work with them and everybody else, make sure everybody is equal on everything else.
So,
Um,
so by this being the new league that's coming out in 2027, you asking, I'm with the Midwestern Bulldogs. It's a big possibility that we'll be in that league in 2027. What is it that it's going to be different from these other leagues? Now, have in mind this is a developmental arena football league.
right. What makes it different? What's going to be different about it is the group that's starting it. Right. It starts from the top. We're going to make sure players are held accountable, coaches are held accountable. And we're even going to hold ourselves accountable. Um, the owners really ain't going to have to do too much. That's what they hired me for. I'll be dealing with issues and problems with between teams, team management and stuff like that.
Right.
So what's going to be different about the EFAL is that, you know, I speak for the owners. I represent you guys. I represent those who, any issues that come across that y'all have that needs to be worked on. I'm the guy that you would call and for me to go figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I feel like there's not a lot of group of guys that fall in love with arena football, and I think we all have that in common. I feel like we all have our ideas. We're all agreeing and disagreeing and changing things up and stuff like that. So I feel like next year is going to be amazing.
I had just put an article out today. I'm not gonna go in depth with it, but I want to ask you. You've been around this arena football for a minute. You've seen the ups and downs of this. A lot of downs.
Yes.
Um, and it's the players. It's getting the bad end of the stick. So what different is going to happen with these players if they come to the 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 EAFL?
What's going to be different for them is when with like you said, I've been around for a minute. I've seen players get screwed. They get the end of the stick, like you said. What's going to be different for us is that we're going to try to take care of our players. We're going to take care of them, in ways that they should be. You know, they're coming to the tryouts and playing and wearing, these owners' jerseys and stuff like that. You know, they should be in more involvement in these
Okay.
leagues. And I feel like that some leagues the players are not involved as way as they should. You know,
Yeah.
you got to look out for your players because they're coming up to represent you like you're coming to represent them. So at
Facts.
the end of the day,
Facts.
we gotta maintain unity at the same time and complexity.
Facts. Facts. And I agree. And and this is a developmental league. It's not a paid league. It's a developmental league, right?
Right.
So when players come, is there opportunity for them to even go to get them prepared for the next level?
Right.
Is this league offering something like that? Because a lot of leagues just they want to put a team together and say, hey, we finna win the championship, but don't help players that can't go to the next level go.
Yeah. So we're going to be helping the players with a lot of things. Especially ones that are first trying out. Just starting and getting into the AFL or whatever league. Um, what we're going to do differently in this league, as you've seen, I've been working a little bit, is
Yeah, I have.
showcasing their games. Letting them get on these platforms, letting them play on platforms, letting them get on not say television, but you're able to their families are able to watch them with say during Wyoming or whatever stuff like that, giving them the opportunities just like the guys that are getting paid, the spotlight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing different. That's what my job right now that I'm focused on the most is everybody's getting the spotlight, and these players are getting the opportunities just like everyone else.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So with this, I heard that in the EAFL, there's going to be a North and South division.
Yes.
So how is it going to be with the traveling? If a North team, I don't know how it's going to be. The North team be playing a team in the South. How would it be with the traveling? Would the South play with the South and the North play with the North, and they meet up at the
Um,
championship or playoff?
that's a good question. So I haven't spoken to everybody about that just yet. I would like to see the North and South play each other. I would like to see, teams getting a chance and opportunities to play and not just play in their conference. I also, uh, have to sit down and speak to the owners and see how they want to do it. And again, it would be nice to see a North team play a South team. I
Yeah,
feel like the only time, South got to play the South playoffs. North play their side, South play their side, South and North would meet at the championships. I feel like that would be a great thing, and it gives all teams opportunity to get to the championship.
okay. So what is it that what type of criteria of ownership and team that the EAFL is looking for?
So we're looking for a group of guys, and especially group of guys that are willing to have fun, play, and it's an entertainment business, so you're entertaining, you know,
Facts.
so entertain.
Facts.
If you come in to play, just come and play. It's not something that, and most leagues don't do it, but again, that goes back to what I was saying before. This is the entertainment business, so we want to entertain those who never watched arena football, never played arena football, or never even heard of arena football. So I want us to be the attraction. So I want these different teams to come in and attract a fan base, you know, and I feel like that's going to help with the traveling and with the stuff that we need to do for the upcoming season.
Okay. Okay. So with that action is zero tolerance, what happened if you got a team that come in and you see that a lot, you see there's a lot of teams drop out,
Right.
because of financial problems or not enough players, or things of that nature. What is it that you taking away and not letting that be a part of the EAFL?
Well, teams like that, the responsibility of teams, excuse me, nowadays, they play like example. Some I've seen a team that had five guys only, and they want to go play a full team.
No,
Um, no, that's not how that works.
no.
So in the EFAL, in the EFAL, I wouldn't even waste time to even put them on a schedule or play somebody that if you lack staff, you gotta forfeit your spot.
Facts. Facts.
And that's something that we're no tolerance, and we're businessmen. So it's like if you're not fully ready to go and season starts, you got to move over for those who are hungry, ready to go, and is ready to take off.
Okay. So this league is really not a new league. It started back, I think, was 2016 or maybe before, somewhere around in there. And my guy, Mr. Keith Williams, who is the owner of the Pittsburgh Chiefs. What is the relationship that y'all have, and what made y'all decide? Okay, let's start this new league up. And go ahead.
So one of my bestest friends play for him. He's a cornerback. I was because I own my own little league football team.
Right.
Uh, they're called the Polish Shield Rainbow Warriors, and I'm getting that started up. And I was introduced to Keith recently, a couple months ago, and I seen that he was doing everything on his own and getting his team together. And I happened to, tell my brother, so you know what? Here's some ideas that might help him get where he's at now, but help him in the long run to get where he can be at in the future. So we kind of started talking and communicating, and then the Pittsburgh Chiefs and the Polish Rainbow Warriors partnership.
Okay. Okay.
So he's my sponsor for the little league, and our relationship gotten better after we started talking, texting and stuff like that. And then not that long, he offered me the GM and commissioner position, and I was honored on that. So it's a great relationship.
It's
I can learn from him. He can
I
learn
don't mean
from
to
me.
cut you off. We have a question. Say by staff, does he talking coaching staff or player standpoint? By Mr. Sway.
Okay, I'm speaking on coaching staff. You
Okay.
know, on a coaching staff standpoint, those are the guys that deal with the players. Those are the guys that I will reach out to make sure they have full staff for the upcoming season. And that's it within my job. Again, that's part of what I do. Um, as a player standpoint, we will be able to hold a number of how many that a team would need. And again, that would be a conversation for the owners, and the owners would tell me what is the exact number of players we need, each team needs to have. And they need to have these numbers for the season. Once
Fact.
I get the number, I'd be able to go and reach out to each team and making sure, okay, hey, I need your roster. I need to make sure your guys are all there because you got a team coming in or you're going to a different team. These guys are ready to go. So I'm speaking on coaching staff more than player point standby.
Right. Because before we talk players, you got to get the coaching staff and and everything together before you even talk about players. So with this league here, do teams, how can I say, will have their own teams have their own camp tryouts to make the team, or will it be a league standpoint, everybody meet up in one Pacific state and city, and everybody come try out.
Um, I feel that right now each team could have their own tryout because
Facts.
you're a team. In the
Facts.
future, long run, I would love to have the league have its tryout, nationally, where guys we're all team and all coaches come and watch players scout, scout new players and stuff like that. That's on the agenda, but as of now, I'd rather say each team is able to have their own tryouts, get their guys, and be ready for the upcoming season.
And let me say, he said, I was only asking because the Midwestern Bulldogs operate with one coach, and we went all the way. Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah,
what
that,
he talking about me.
yeah, yeah. Hey, one coach is enough. If one coach is enough. As long as you got a coach,
Yeah, yeah,
that's the thing. Like one coach can do a whole team. You know, it's a bonus if you got two or four, but
yeah.
one
It could,
coach.
one coach could. I'm a different breed. Some coaches, if they was put in that opportunity, I think they'd have left. To be honest with you,
Right,
and it's because of the different mindset. You know what I'm saying? And I had to bring it one way and stay consistent with it, and they all bought into it. Was it hard? Yes, it was very hard being one coach because I'm doing offense, defense, and special teams. Have to
right,
monitor the sidelines. Had to conduct the practices. If I got the offense here, O line, D line here, got linebackers and DBs here. I'm at
right,
all stations. I'm here for 5 minutes. I'm coming here. So some coaches may not be able to do that. You
right.
know what I'm saying? But I was thankful to have a group of young men. We all work together, even though it was
Yes,
some
sir.
frustrations or whatever. You know, they put that to the side, and we work together. Sometimes you may not get that with one coach. You know what I'm saying? If he was put in my position, not to say he or she couldn't do it, but I don't think so.
Right,
You
right.
have to be a
I agree.
different.
Right, and I agree. They bought what you were selling, right? So
Yeah,
it was like
yeah,
they,
yeah,
you were taking, you were walking in the door, what you were working with. They had to learn you and understand what you were bringing to the table,
yeah,
and
and
you
they
got
bought
it
into it.
done. You
Yeah,
see it, you got it done. So it's
yeah,
like I said, on a coaching standpoint, as long as you got the coaching staff and the coaching got the players, everyone's welcome to
facts,
enter
facts,
the league.
facts.
So
And I can say what the governing body that's already on, like Mr. Isaac Long, what's the other gentleman name? Anthony.
yeah, Anthony Rain.
Anthony. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think this will be and myself. I think this will be, and with you being the commissioner, I really think that this league can take off. I really feel that with the rules that'll be put in place and be enforced, because we are zero tolerance when it comes to that fighting and cussing,
Right,
all that stuff. That's
right.
zero tolerance. You
And
do
that's
that,
what some of
wow,
the right. And that's some of the things that I've seen too. And it's like some, some leagues don't enforce their rules, and it's like
facts,
us, we're going to enforce our rules. You're going to be
definitely,
penalized and for the things in your actions, right? Because you represent the team, you represent the owner, you represent the coaches, right? So it's like everybody's held accountable for their actions when they're on the road or at home. So
facts,
that's where our no nonsense and no negativity rules and structure come from. You
yeah,
know, you're paying thousands of dollars to for one, to rent, or even if you own it, you're paying so much money. You know, You can't
Yeah.
make that money back if we can't make that money back if you're going to be a nonsense person. You got to be able to come in, be professional, because you never know who walks in the door and who's going to be scouting as you're playing,
Facts. There you go. There you go.
right? So
Yeah.
it's sad that some leagues do that. They don't enforce the rules and let the players do what they want. But ours, we're not doing that.
No. So I know I ain't. I know I ain't. You either you buy by the rules or you can hit the door. One or the other. It's your choice. you
you
know.
know,
So
I,
so this new league, the EAFL, you the commissioner. Um, is there anything like with Isaac, Coach Isaac Long? His arena has a goal post. What is it if other teams don't have that type of facility that has a goal post? What is it that you're implementing for them to where is that they don't have to make field goals and stuff like that?
okay. Well, yeah, he brought it up last night, and I was talking to him. Well, I was going to talk to him about that. So I was thinking and suggesting that, okay, some teams that don't have one, if we go down and play a team and you say, they have one, I would like to give that team an option. If they agree, okay, we're not going to use the goalpost, or we can use the goalpost. I feel like each team should have an option. The two coaches would come and have a conversation before the game, before kickoff and everything, and they would say, "Hey, we don't have one. This is how we play. Are you guys comfortable playing this way?" And if they agree to it, that's how the game go.
Facts, facts, facts.
So I would like that. That's something that I want to bring to the table and discuss, and definitely get that on the board. That way the board can see if that would work. That's just my idea.
Okay,
I would definitely like to see both teams able to have that conversation on with the goalpost or not the goalpost.
okay.
You know,
So, what do you have to say? How can they find out about you um, in the EAFL upcoming season in 2025?
you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. It's my name, Paris J. Tolbert. I do and am on the new EFAL page as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the administrator, so I always get the messages and everything else. So it's nothing to get a hold of me. I'm always available. My phone's always on. Any questions, comments, or concerns, it's always you can always hit me.
Facts, facts. And for the EAFL, what can you tell the audience about this upcoming league in 2027?
What I could tell you
What to
guys about
expect?
it is okay. What I could tell you guys about it is it's going to be very no nonsense. It's going to be very structured. Um, it's you're going to have fun watching them play. You're going to be entertained. You're also going to see again professionalism at its best. You're not going to waste your time. You're not going to see players get out of hand. You're going to see a lot of football. Because a lot of people, the nation love football, right? So it's like you're going to see a lot of football play, and that's what you're going to see in the upcoming season. That's what we're going to bring to the table, and we're going to bring the realness. That's it has to start.
No doubt, no doubt. Say, look, Mr. Perez, I appreciate you coming on Straight Sports Talk.
Mm.
This here is where we talk football. We talk women's tackle football. We talk men's. We talk semi-pro, arena, UFL, whatever it be. This platform right here to promote the league, the teams, the players, and so forth. I'm very honored to be a part of the EAFL. I'm
As it
looking
goes.
forward to laying my mark down. you
Sir,
know, you know. I'm looking forward to seeing great things out of the EAFL. It's coming up in 2027. This is the commissioner of the EAFL, Mr. Paris J. Talbert. Sir, thank you for coming on Straight Sports Talk. I will be bringing you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring the whole staff on one Friday so y'all can just go. I'm gonna ask questions, y'all just go, cause I want to promote the EAFL, and the way they do it right here is on Straight Sports Talk. You can also um, um, go on the Nighthawk Network page if you want to post something on there or on my page as well. You're welcome to do that.
Okay.
We finna put the EAFL out there so these players and teams can come be a part of. What's up, Jay Gas? So yeah, thank you for coming on Straight Sports
Welcome.
Talk,
Thank you for
man.
having me. I'm honored.
No doubt, no doubt. I don't know if we have a meeting coming up. It's one coming up this Sunday. I think it is.
Okay, this
It
Sunday. All
is.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Well, look, you have awesome weekend. Um,
You as
Be
well.
safe out there. And again, thank you for coming on Space Sports
Thank
Talk.
you for having me.
No doubt. Have a good one, sir.
Too.
That was Mr. Paris Talbot, Commissioner of the EAFL. That was Jay Gas. Just said go dogs. National Champions Arena Football, the GIAFL. Shout out to Jay Gas and Midwestern Bulldogs. I want to thank my guests for coming on Straight Sports Talk. Come on in, Big Easy. I want to thank my guests for coming on Straight Sports Talk. Miss Marlena Dickey, offensive guard, DN, and Miss Shayna. I can't pronounce her last name. Tight end, linebacker for the New England Rebellions. I really appreciate y'all for coming on. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all success in the 2026 season in the AWFL. Also, we had Coach Vitel of the Detroit Proud, quarterback coach for the Detroit Proud, Miss Octavia Griswold, and Miss Malina Lele Stromer. I can't pronounce that last name. Please forgive me. She's wide receiver, defensive back, running back, and Miss Octavia's offensive line, D line for the Detroit Proud, and Mr. Paris Talbert, commissioner of the EAFL. I want to thank my guests for coming on. Thank everybody who tuned in, asked questions and everything. Big Easy, who was that? What did that say? Oh, the best producer in the land. You on mute, Big Easy.
Yeah, I think that one was for me. I
Yeah, that
appreciate
was it. The
it.
best producer in the land.
Thank you
Hold on,
much.
let me do this for I don't normally do this. Let me see. The best producer in the land. Give me a shout out. There you go. So Big Easy,
Humbly,
man.
I thank you.
You deserve it, man. You wear many hats, man. Far as putting, these shows out here, especially mine, you know. But I want to touch on some things, if it's okay. I know I don't want to be on here too long.
All right. Well, let me do a quick promotional right quick before you do
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Again, thank you guys who've been tuning into the Nighthawk Network. For some of you new people who have tuned in this evening and are seeing this for the first time, you can go to my Facebook page. It is the Nighthawk Network information page where you'll find all the shows that we do on the Nighthawk Network. A couple people have inquired about what's going on with Nighthawk Network Radio. Having some issues with that right now, but it should be back on the air before the end of the month. There'll be no telethon this time. We got it covered. Um, in terms of everything else going on, we got a new show we started last night that's
Yeah.
called Two Unks Talking TV. We had a great time talking about the show Family Matters. In the weeks to come, we're going to talk about shows like That 70s Show and Martin and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So by all means, if you want to memorate over your favorite episodes or ask questions or let us know some fun facts that we didn't know about the shows, by all means tune in. That show is on Thursdays at 8 p.m. to Unks Talking TV. And again, thank y'all for everything you're doing in terms of the viewership and the spreading of the word of the Nighthawk Network.
No doubt, no doubt, man. And I watched that show, Two Unks on the Couch. Man, that was an awesome show. They got to talk. They were saying some things I didn't even know about Family Matters. You
Absolutely.
know, especially about with Urkel. You know,
Yeah. I didn't know Urkel had that much say so on the show until I started
man,
seeing Urkel.
man, Urk was the man on that show. You know,
Absolutely. I really do hope that they figure out some way to do some type of reboot of that show somewhere down
yeah,
the line.
yeah, and Urkel. I know we getting off the sports thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
Urkel, he did get bad rap being in that show from a few couple of people. I want to say,
Yeah.
especially the mother of Winslow. Uh,
Hmm.
she and right to this day.
Right. I mean, actually, for those of y'all that's kind of really interested in it, there is a YouTube that you could go check out where they did the reunion and they talked about some of their issues and whatnot. You can check that out on YouTube.
Oh
Just
yeah,
look
they
up Family
okay.
Matters Reunion.
Oh, okay, okay. So again, yeah, y'all check that out. Two unks on the couch,
Two Unks Talking TV,
man.
8 p.m.
It's
on Thursday.
hey, look, if you haven't seen the video of it, please check it out.
Yeah, you can follow that on my
Man,
page. Also, I want to shout out our girl Road to Stardom.
oh
She
yeah,
is also starting a new podcast this Sunday, Speaking
okay,
Freely with Coach Gigo, with Mrs. Gigo. Excuse me, I'm in
okay.
coach mode at the moment. But yeah, that's gonna be at 10 p.m. on Sunday, following the Sunday episode of Rumble Time with Queen Gemini. So yeah, check
Oh,
that out as well.
oh, her dates changed.
Yeah, she's doing
Okay.
Sundays and Tuesdays now.
Okay, bet. So shout out to everybody that's affiliated to the Guru's perspective, sports perspective. You know, Big Hugh, you know, he do an awesome job over there, talking about the sports and everything from hockey, baseball, WNBA, NBA, NFL, NCAA, men's and women, and college football as well. You know, he do
Absolutely. Shout out to my guy Hugh
yeah,
Lee, no
he
doubt.
do an awesome job over there with that. You know, but I want to you can stay on too, Big Easy, because I want your input on this as well because we did talk about it earlier.
All
I
right, we
made
got
a
a few. Let's go.
huh?
So we got a few. Let's go.
Okay. I recently today I made an article today on Facebook because things was really hitting me kind of hard. You know, you have teams going in your state or city and they do all this, man, you know, but they don't think about the players.
Well, hold on, Coach. I actually want to read what you wrote, if you don't mind,
Go ahead.
because I think it'll give people more perspective on what we're talking about here. He posted this, guys. It amazes me when a so-called new professional football team comes to your city or state and there's already foolishness going on. What pisses me off the most.
I know.
What pisses me off the most is the players get messed over because people with these titles are caught up in the feelings about whatever it is, but not thinking about these players and the hard work and sacrifices to pursue their dreams. I've seen this many times, and it hurts and disappoints me in these young men's eyes where players go to these pro tryouts and don't even get to look at and don't even get looked at, but get praised by the work they put in. Or coaches promise to get them a call and praise them saying, you turn some heads, but then never get that call. You look in these players and you feed them BS. All along, you just want their money for the new teams. You moving wrong, and it's going to stop. Watch.
Yeah. And I stand on what I said. I might get some backlash behind it, but it is what it is. You know, these young men, they come from far and near to showcase their talent. And they sacrifice a lot, man. I mean a lot. And to go into these tryouts, you know, and these tryouts paying, you got to pay $100, $150, or $80, or $60. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even get a look. They worried about the guys that been in the pro level. or in college, not knowing if they played at Michigan, they was probably fourth on the depth chart. You know, and you got these young men that been playing college ball, started, maybe something doesn't happen, but they still out there pursuing. They still out there training. They still out there developing their bodies and their minds. And they go out to these tryouts. You look over them because you want to see these cats that have been in the league already. It's a reason why they not in the league. It's a reason. It's a reason. The same stuff that they're gonna be doing if you pick them up, they was doing when they was in the league. They're gonna continue to do it again.
Mm.
But you don't want to invest in this young man or these young men that put their heart. They got their families behind them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair. It's not fair. You got what's that? A diamond in the dirt that you done passed over for a rusty copper that ain't really that got the skills, got this, but not showing what this young man is doing. And it's not fair. And then you got these coaches, a lot of you, hey, look, you may get mad at me. Hey, it's fine. I don't care. To me, every coach is not a coach. Because it's much to it than just the wins and losses. It's about developing these young men. It's about putting them in the right place, not promising something and then don't follow up on it. Follow up on it. You want to get them in to play for your team. Go to the next Go to a championship. You know what I'm saying? To stack your team with all these good players and stuff, and then go to the championship and get your butts whooped. You
Okay,
know,
see, in the end, coach, I feel like a good head coach, pretty much a good coach, period, should have two very great skills. One, the ability to teach the game
bam,
the right way. And
right,
two, most importantly, be good leaders of men and women.
facts, facts, and I
Because
agree
all
with
the great coaches, they have those two things in spades.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I done been to a few of these few tryouts, man. And and one of them I wanted to blow up, and I thank God for Jay Gas for stopping me. You know, this young man, he put his heart out there and didn't get an opportunity to go one on one with somebody. It's sad that you get all these say 200 players in one room, but don't look at the big guy, because that's where the game starts at, in the trenches. You got to get these big guys out there to see what they about, because them the ones that's gonna protect your quarterback, open up the hole for the running back, and the ones that's gonna blow them holes up and to make the tackles. And
And in
if
the
you're not
end,
gonna, if you're
them
not
truly the
gonna,
people that's getting hit the hardest and the most often is
it's
the line.
it's build around no quarterback or no running back. I build around the offensive defensive line, because that's where it starts at. But again, my heart goes out to these players, man. And I'm not trying to get you to call me, hey coach, can I come play? No, no, I'm not doing that. I feel you. You sacrifice your work, you sacrifice your family, you sacrifice everything that you do to pursue your dream. And for somebody to say, I'm a look at you and see what you about, and don't even look at you. You know what I'm saying? I was at a tryout and I heard he was doing a 40, and I heard it. Now I'm just there for my player. And I know the other coaches heard that. That's there with these professional teams and stuff. Not one of them go over there and say something to this young man. I was the only one. I told him, I said, man, you done for the day. He was like, yeah, I know, coach, man. But I come out here, I come way out here, man, from another state, man. I say, bro, I heard your hamstring pop, man. But that's not my job. I'm just there for,
Mm.
and that goes to show the coaches, they only worried about one thing. I want that one guy. I want the next two guys or three guys to help my team. You know, that's a player too. Even though he, popped his hamstring, that's a player too. You still got to come out to the
Right. I
game.
mean, it goes back to what Coach Vitale was saying earlier, and I love the fact that he is doing that. Where
Yeah,
he basically told us, we don't turn nobody down.
don't turn nobody down.
Because in the end, even if you don't play, we still trying to teach you the game. We trying to build you up so that maybe one day you will play,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
or you at least gain a better understanding of how the game works. And I love that. That is awesome.
yeah. And then it goes back to the coaches too. You know, I coached the Midwestern Bulldogs, and I was honored and blessed to be a part of that organization. Shout out to the Midwestern Bulldog, Arena National Champions. I was the only coach for that team. Yeah, they just named me the head coach of the team. Um, I was the only coach there. They didn't have no other coach. I was there, and they bought into my system. I wasn't just coaching, I was teaching the game, but I also had an ear to hear. When they was going through something, I was there. Yeah, there's a couple of them, we just shake heads and stuff together, but hey, that's part of life. You know what I'm saying? And you coaches, you got to do this with these players. It ain't just about the football part. It's more to it. It's a lot more, man. Yeah, everybody want to win. I know I want to win, you know. But to build your players got to trust you. They got to believe in you. And if you get rid of the nucleus of your coaching staff that players buy into and everything, and to start it back over, man, you creating a tsunami right now, especially if you're not that type of coach to build that organization. And that's facts, man. But then at the end of the day, you're not thinking about these players. It's not about your coaches. It's not about that front office. It's about the players.
Right.
Take care
Yeah.
of
Okay.
your players, man. Whether if you on a developmental level or you on a professional paid level, take care of your players, man. For real.
Well
Don't
said, Coach.
mislead them.
Okay. Before we head out, it has been one particular person that we done had on the show that's kind of been on my mind this week.
Who
Y'all
is that?
remember this young man right here?
Oh, I need to thank you for saying I got to reach out to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jabari, if you're watching
yeah,
the show this evening, we thinking about you. And remember,
yeah,
man, I know the season is over right now, but hopefully you working on that more important project we got you working on.
yeah.
Get them
Oh, I
grades together,
definitely
young
got to
man.
reach out to him. And leave his picture up. I want y'all to see this young man. This young man is 18,
19, I believe you said it was. Yeah.
19, 6'5", 200 plus pounds. Awesome quarterback. Awesome. But getting passed over. And he's a great athlete. I done seen the film on this young man. Big Easy done seen the film on this young man. But he's not getting an opportunity. And he's not a problem. He's definitely not a problem. He got a good home bringing. I've met his father. His father been on his show. You know what I'm saying? And it's guys like him that have a dream that could make it. Won't even give him an opportunity, man. And I'm gonna make sure I get him somewhere. I'm gonna make sure. I don't know a lot of people and all this stuff, but hey, I'm gonna do my best because I don't want to see that young man playing no semi-pro ball. He need to be playing college ball and working his way up, playing in the NFL somewhere, or even CFL, but
Or you
playing
have
somewhere.
to that
Huh?
effect.
Huh?
Or either you have failed where he getting
Or
paid.
even UFL.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He need to be somewhere. So if y'all hit, his name is Javari Ramsey. Look him up. He's a quarterback, 6'5", pro stock. He is a beast. You can look him up in his YouTube. Check out his film. The young man is awesome. He's awesome. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Well, with that, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Straight Sports Talk. My guests from the New England Rebellion, Miss Marlene, Miss Shayna, from the Detroit Proud, Coach Vitale, Miss Lele, Miss Artavia, sorry about that. The commissioner from the EAFL, Coach Mr. Paris Talbot. Thank y'all for coming on Straight Sports Talk. Please like and follow my YouTube page, which is Coach Vincent Fortner-Bey. Also, check out the Nighthawk Network. You can go to Eric Buckner's Facebook page and find out more about the Nighthawk Network and all the affiliates. Miss Rowe, the Guru Perspective of Sports, Miss Queen China, Rumble, the wrestling,
Rumble time.
Rumble time, and
There you go.
two unks on the car. Boy, y'all see that.
TV on the couch. Yes, sir.
Man, look, y'all got to see that. I wish you could pull that video up, man.
I'll make sure I have it for next week's show.
Man, look. And for all you women that's playing tackle football, we can't do this, but please look up Toledo Troopers. They paved the way for women's tackle football today. Please look them up. The Toledo Troopers, man. You get time, look up Toledo Troopers. So with that, everybody have an awesome weekend. I know this, Martin Luther King holiday weekend or something like that. You know, shout out to everybody who celebrates that. You know what I'm saying? With that, shout out to the Midwestern Bulldogs. Shout out as we end the night with this here. And as always, go Dogs, go Blue. Good night, everybody.
You got it.
You staying on?
Stepped on the court like a king in the zone. Sweat drips, diamonds, yeah, I carved my throne. They doubted me, they laughed too loud. Now they quiet like shadows in a silent crowd. I hustle with the fire, no need for luck. To turn my losses into gold from the muck. Every step I take, a chapter unfolds. I'm the story they'll tell till the earth grows cold. Game on, watch me rise from the dirt to the clouds to the star-filled skies. Game on, I play to win, this is my house now, let the games begin. Game on, watch me rise from the dirt to the clouds to the star-filled skies. Game on, I play to win, this is my house now, let the games begin.